Alright guys, I'm back with the next part. We're at part 9 now, so I've been doing this for like about an hour or two straight. And we're down to the final class, Warrior. So we're going to start off with the Soft's first mate. 1 mana, 1/1 pirate, equip a 1/3 rusty hook. So I'm not sure what the rusty, this is what the rusty hook looks like. Apparently it's, anyway, it's kind of like a mini Lights Justice with a 1/1 body. It's a pirate, and the pirate warrior looks like it could be pretty, it could be a real thing. So I'm just gonna say this is a pretty good card overall. In Arena, it's pretty insane because Light's Justice is a pretty good card in Arena. Not premium, but it's good enough to be played. And this is basically Light's Justice plus a 1/1 body, so that's really powerful. So really a top pick in Arena. In Constructed, if Pirate Warriors really do take off, this will probably be included in that deck. So yeah, really like this card. I think it's a really powerful card. Probably see it played in Pirate Warrior if that becomes a thing, and you'll definitely see it a lot in Arena. Probably one of the best 1-drops you can get. Next up, we have Ravaging Ghoul, 3 mana, 3/3. Battlecry, do 1 damage to all other minions. Now this card is pretty nuts, right? Um, in fact, it's probably better than Ravaging Ghoul, which is cycling out, from my understanding. Just let's take a quick look here. Ravaging. Did I miss it? What's that? There we go. Oh, rather Unstable Ghoul Ravaging. This is the Ravaging Ghoul. This is the Unstable Ghoul. So this is a small body. This is a much bigger body, which is immediately a plus. Second of all, the 1/all helps you proc things like your Grim Patrons and your Frothing Berserkers and whatever nonsense, and your Battle Rage and stuff. At the same time, this helps keep in check aggro decks, because one thing about the Unstable Ghoul is that it's so small of a body that odds are they can just punch right through it and keep going. Or they can just silence it, or they can use a weapon, and they may not. This ghoul may not actually clear the board, because they could just silence it and go through it. This card, on the other hand, does not have that problem because it'll definitely damage the board. So against a token heavy style deck, this card is insane. Even in a control like from Patron style deck, this is pretty insane. Overall, I think this is like one of the, if not the most powerful card Warriors got in the set. Really impressive card. I think this card is a top pick in both Arena, and you'll probably see this in Green Patron, or maybe even Control Warrior. We'll see how it goes. Really powerful card. I like it a lot, and I expect to see it played in quite a few decks. There's some curious insects in my room today. Next up, we have Bloodhoof Grey, 4 mana, 2/6 taunt, enrich plus 3 attack. So if you ping it for 1, it's a 5/5 for 4, which is really solid, and it's a taunt. So really powerful card. Definitely a top pick in Arena, I think. But in Constructed, I think it's just not refined enough to see a place. Though if it might be good enough to see a place in Reno Warrior. Not really sure about Control Warrior though. But really good card. I like it a lot. Next you have Blood to Ichor. This card I think is pretty insane. You 1 damage to a minion. If it survives, summon a 2/2 slime. Now this is one of those cards that I'm really torn, because I think it's really flexible. Though some people say it's better offensively, some people say it's better defensively, and the fact that that argument exists makes me think it's just really very flexible, in the sense that you could really do damage and like help, like do that initial 1 damage to a minion and finish it off later on, and then you get a 1/1, you get 2/2 slime. Or you could use it on like your own patrons and spawn and flood the board even more, right? So it's just really flexible and really powerful that I think I definitely see play in Arena. It's probably a top pick in Arena actually. And constructed wise, I think it might just be good enough to see play in some very niche decks, like the Green Patron deck. Next up, we have the Bloodsail Cultist. This is a really interesting pirate card. Again, one of the reasons why you would think Pirate Warrior might be a thing here. 3 mana 3/4, just by itself it's a really solid body. Battlecry, if you control a pirate, you give weapon +1/+1. So this with like that 1-drop earlier, you get the one weapon, one attack weapon 3 times. You play maybe your Dread Sail Corsair turn 2. That gets buffed in turn 3, play this. You should be able to just nice get a 2/2 weapon at that point. So it's potentially really insane value. I think this card is insane. You definitely see this played in Pirate Warrior if that becomes a thing. And in Arena, I think this is a really top pick because pirate tags are a lot more valuable in Arena, in my opinion, than it is in Constructed. So yeah, this will definitely be a top pick in Arena. Next we have Ancient Shield Bearer, the corrupted version of the Shield Maiden, which is probably the biggest comparison to this card as well. So let's open that guy, that lady up. There she is. So here we go. 7 mana 6/6 Battlecry. If a Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, gain +10 armor. So way more stats than Shield Maiden, which is 5/5, which is that sweet spot that I was talking about. The Ancient Shield Bearer actually is a 6/6, so it kind of just barely dodges that 6 spot. 6 attack, 6 health spot that I was talking about earlier. And you know, if a Cthulhu has +10 attack, but which by turn 7 it should easily have more than that. You gain 10 armor, which is just an insane healing ability. It's like way more powerful than Shield Maiden in that sense. So yeah, I think this card is really powerful, and you'll definitely see play in Cthulhu Warrior. Next we have Blood Warriors. 3 mana, add a copy of each damage friendly minion to your hand. So this is kind of like the Echo of Medivh, which I believe is not cycling out yet. Is it? Goblins and Gnomes, so yeah, it is cycling out. So this is kind of like that. The only deck I see this being played in is in Grim Patron, where you can just like keep spamming your patrons and have literally an unlimited amount of patrons. Other than that, I think this card is really horrible. There's no way this is playing any other constructed deck or arena deck, in my opinion, because I don't think it's just too much of a temporal loss, just like Echo Medivh is in arena, that is just not playable. So yeah, really bad card in arena. Pretty decent one in constructed in patron list, I think. And next we have Tentacle for Arms, 5 mana 2/2 weapon. Death Rattle, return this to your hand. So this is obviously on paper a really bad weapon. The only upside to it is that you can just keep smashing your opponent's face into it. So, or rather, keep smashing your face into your opponent. So if you have nothing to do, instead of armoring up, you can just keep smashing your face and playing this and smashing his face again and over and over again. And in the Golden Monkey style deck, it guarantees that you have at least, you will always have at least this one card to turn into a legendary. So I don't think it's as bad as people think it is, but it's definitely not playable in arena or in constructed. Any constructed list that I can think of anyways, other than maybe the Monkey Warrior, but even then that's kind of a stretch. So a really bad card. And lastly we have Melkorok. 7 mana 6/5, really poor stats. Battlecry, equip a random weapon. Now this I think is a really insane legendary. The upside of a weapon is that it's basically like a charged minion, right? So obviously the variance of what you can get is pretty extreme. If you get a 1 attack weapon, it's pretty garbage. You get Cursed Blade, odds are you lost the game. But if you get things like Death Bite or Arcanite Reaper or Gore Howl or any of the new weapons like the Twilight Hammer, odds are you're going to win the game, just based on the tempo swing that this gives you. So overall, I think it's a really powerful legendary, probably one of the better legendaries for arena. And the only question I have is whether it will see any constructed list, because it's definitely powerful enough to see a constructed, to see play in a constructed deck, but in which deck is the question. Like, would you run this over Gore Howl? Maybe. So I guess you could potentially see play in Control Warrior. Somehow I get the feeling that you're more likely to see this in Pirate Warrior, just because of how well pirates synergize with weapons. So yeah, that's all I have for this card. Definitely a really powerful card. Constructed wise, not really sure, but arena wise, I think it's one of the better picks. And yeah, that will be all for my review of the Warrior class. Next up, we'll be going into the neutral cards, and we're going to be splitting that video up to a couple more part 1 and part 2, just because there's a lot of neutrals and I don't want to squeeze it all into like a 2 hour long video. I'll probably lose my voice by then. So yeah, we're going to do the commons to epics, and then we're going to end off the legendaries most likely. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's all for me for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. JP signing out.